Good morning, everybody. You're not going to believe what I have to tell you. It is crazy. Yes, this is a wood pile, and you see it's stacked pretty nice and tidy. And my 6-year-old hen, which I've been telling you all about, that lays an egg every 3 days or so. Well, she went missing like 3 days ago. And we couldn't figure out where she was, so today I went on a mission to see if I can at least find her body. And so I was poking around. She roosts right in here. And, you see that? See that, guys? I put my hand in there. She didn't move. She didn't cluck. She didn't nothing. So, guess what I found? She's alive, which is the really good news, because it would have been sad, but she's 6 years old. And I've lost all the others but her sister. And you see this? What you don't see, I got her food and water, okay? She's got food and water right there. She's got a path out. What you don't see is underneath her is more than a dozen eggs. She has gone broody, and it's got quite a nice little cavity in there. It keeps her cool because it's nice and thick shade. But she is broody now. And she is, oh, she doesn't like that light in her eyes. But she has food and water. Looks like she drank a lot of water, guys. Because that was almost full. And it's down halfway, so that's a good thing. That's a very good thing. Now, if I only could get her to eat. I'm a little concerned. She's an old hen. You can see her just fine there. She's got her own little personal window. What I'm probably going to end up doing is putting a tarp over this wood pile to keep her dry when it rains, because we are expecting some rain the next couple days. And that way it doesn't disturb her broody. We're going to let her hatch these eggs. We're going to wait a few days. We're going to try and candle the eggs after dark one night with a good bright flashlight. And hopefully we can see if we have fertile eggs. If we can tell the difference between fertile eggs and not fertile eggs, then we will take the bad eggs out so that they don't heat up and get nasty and make a mess in there. When it gets close to her hatching, what we're going to try to do is move her into a dog crate so that we don't lose these chicks to the wildlife, to our own cats and our own dogs. And then once she hatches what she's going to hatch, then we're going to put her in the chicken tractor. And that way she has a very safe place to raise up her chicks. And we'll probably just put her next to the other chickens so that she's not by herself, but she'll be contained in her own pen. What? This is Bubbles. You'll have heard me mention her several times in videos for the last 6 years or more. She's been one of my key hens, and she's been the only hen I've ever owned that's gone broody. This is at least the 3rd or 4th time she's gone broody, but now we're in a situation where we can actually let her hatch her eggs. This just blew my mind. I can't even tell you how excited I am. This is one step closer for our homestead to be self-sustainable. When our chickens are producing our next layers, or even chickens for eating, Buffalo Orpingtons are dual-purpose birds, so they are good for putting a chicken on the table for dinner. So we're going to just play this by ear. Whatever she hatches, she hatches. What she doesn't, she doesn't. She is an old hen, so we're going to keep a very close eye on her, because when they go broody, they can stop eating and drinking, which is why you see food and water here for her. In fact, you know what? While we're here, I'm going to switch these out. I'm going to give her her food closer. There we go. And I'm thinking she's been broody for a little while, guys. I don't know how many days. She just went totally missing 3 days ago. Now maybe she'll eat a little bit. Now she's had some water, she might be hungry. And I've been finding her chicken poop, which has been huge, huge balls of chicken poop. And that's usually a sign of a broody hen. Listen to her. Are you talking to me? It's okay, girl. We're going to let you alone. All right, we don't want to disturb her. We don't want to take her off broody. But that's what's going on here today. It's crazy. We just got all those new hens. But we did talk, and these will probably be going into the freezer. Hopefully we can see something in here. Let me get my flashlight. I'll show you what we did. We're at the back chicken coop, which is the new area. And we put the buckets in. And looks like we've had chickens standing in line here trying to get in to lay eggs. I don't see any eggs. But I know there's probably some in that back bucket, which means I have to take this front panel off. But we did get 2 buckets in because we had 3 hens in here bickering over one for laying. So we put 2 buckets in. They got hay in them. So they'll be able to get in there and lay their eggs. And that's what we did back here. We did get a roof on this coop. And we did secure this tarp now. It's tied down. You can see it's full of holes, but it'll still repel 90% of the rain, which is what we're going for. So that they can stay as dry as possible. The drier the ground stays in a chicken coop, the less smell you're going to have. But we also combat that by adding pine needles and hay. You can see there's quite a bit of that in here because they've only been in here a few days, so they're doing really good. They are thriving. She's a booger. She was chasing everybody out of the nesting boxes. I hope they laid their eggs. But, yep, that's what we got there. And I miscalculated. I thought Latte was due on the 13th. And I just looked at my calendar. And it is the 10th she is due. And we are keeping a very close eye on her now. And so far, she's got just your typical stuff. Her udders, you know, got a little bit of poofiness to it. Nothing to really be concerned about yet, but we are watching her closely. And to be honest with you, I'm going to show you Nala next. She looks like she's closer than this girl. Oh, you see this? I got stung again this morning. When I looked in the nest, there was big combs in there. And they were trying to save the combs. There was like 5 or 6 bees in there. So I told Jim we're going to have to burn it again. So I started putting some twigs and stuff in there, and one got me again. So we lit them up again. So we are burning it one more time. Hopefully this is the last. And that's the bee update. But we did get most of them the first round. There was only maybe 20 left out of probably hundreds. So we did get that done. Let's go check out Miss Nala. Oh, look at this, guys. It's nap time. My Bucky boy is napping. Look at him. How cute. He's such a sweet baby. Guys, look how they've cleared this. It was just like that, and now it's like this. You can, when we set this, we could not see that back fence line, and now it's totally open. Anything they could stand on and bring down, they did. Oh my God, she looks like she's dead. Look at this. She's napping as well. Look at her belly. Look at your flop. Oh, isn't it cute, guys? We got sleepy babies. It's warm here. Oh, look at her. She's a tired baby. They are so cute when they nap. Oh my gosh. Look, the 3 Stooges. Right there they are. Jim and I are going round and round. I want to take them this way. So I need to cut a straight path because it's so much easier to work with this net fencing if you have a straight path. And he's wanting to just do the curves. I'm like, no, 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 we got to cut a straight path. So cute. Look at him. Gotta tell you, I love having these guys. Everybody follows me. See, at this end of the pasture? We definitely have rain. Look how dark it is back in there. That's rain trying to come through. we are going to be making some changes to this area, this tarp here. We're going to get the bigger one and hang it so that they have an area to sleep outside without being in a shelter, because it gets so warm here. Everybody's up at this end eating. This is what we like. See how she's laying right underneath this tarp? If it starts raining, she doesn't have to get up. And it keeps this hay nice and dry. All we did was tie this up to a few trees, and they have dry hay all the time, and they have a place they can actually lay and stay out of any kind of light rain. Now, if it starts raining heavy, then they definitely need to be moved. They'll move into their shelter if they get too wet. This is the last of the one hay round. Stand on your mama. He's such a little goober. Oh, you're gonna play with the tarp? You're such a bad boy. You're a bad goat. Stop. Stop. Stop being a little brat. Are you being a brat? Are you being a brat? They're hungry goats. Always hungry, guys. All right, I had to share that with you. It's been another crazy day here. All my friends are starting to tell me they're going to call me the crazy chicken lady. All right, guys, have a great day. God bless. Don't forget, like, share, and subscribe.